How we doing, people? So I'm going to explain my last court case. It's a letter what's against the work regulations 1999, especially in our industry. You can't be blacklisted or stop work offers of work regarding whistleblowing or union activities. Now, I've not only just been on the news where all this started kicking in and the politics with these little clique of supervisors just before that. That's just to prove union duties, you know what I mean? What I've had to. They don't want to listen then in the previous court cases. Well, which one? Well, that's too long ago. Well, I've been blacklisted 10 years. And then I've just got back in, and then it's all kicked off again out of nowhere. One fella, and then here we are. So anyway, the letter says we'll never employ me, and the excuse is, now we'll get to that. We've had the preliminary. I was in Thailand, so I had to do it on video phone. I was doing that anyway, so no issue there. They're not employing me because I owed them $4,000 from the very first case when I got my first payout. The court decided to split the last two companies in the agency. The agency took the 4, so she gave them a $4,000 charge each. Although it never went to trial, they had 4 answers because the first 3 answers, one of the companies proved every one of them. From first they never heard of me till the case proved that. Then it was, we don't use this agency, we've only used them and took them 2 men I was working with off that job. We didn't need me. Well, then we had emails proving they did, and they were advertising for the job after the Friday when they could have took me. They still needed men, women, whatever. And also, they're trying to put 4 people, so they're working with the agency for other sites, put 4 people in the car, pay the driver against our national agreements. The list goes on, but they've never been charged since. Just laughed at them, never paid it. Anyway, so they're not employing me for that. And also, I threatened staff. So when we got the preliminary, it's just really we both say what's what, and they give us then, it's called a strikeout hearing, the company try and get it struck out. Now, they're struggling with the letter. They tried to get around it in court. I was laughing, throw it out. I said, under work regulations, 1999, they've got to employ me. The judge said, well, why do you want a job with this company? Oh, yeah, I'm glad you've asked that, because that's what you do. Well, I don't ask for the company who I work for. In our trade, no matter what, you're employed for any work on your local power station, if it's having a shutdown, a new build, anything. Failing that, when all the jobs are just plodding on local, you get then jobs in other areas what need travelling labour, and people all around the country will apply for them. The jobs we're on about with this company were all next to me when I lived in Rotherham. Not only that, they advertise everywhere now through the agency, and these are saying they will not employ me, so I'm stuck. So the judge obviously thought, well, yeah, better go to the strikeout. Can't throw it out here. It's been a little bit on me thingy, like they are. I'll be getting into all this after February when I call full corruption of this case. We need this to go where it goes. Otherwise, it's a bit like, well, you have payouts. Well, you told me I can't speak about them because I can't say being blacklisted because the case never won, but you pay me without prejudice to work that one out. So I can't speak about things at the minute. Anyway, so come February, their defence is, I owe them money, and I threatened to get on this one. 21-year-old pregnant lady. I went off my head a little bit. When you go back to tell your 2, because the bosses are dad and 2 sons, horrible bullies, horrible. Not hard, just horrible. Fucking dictatorship. So anyway, I was like, you go back, slandered that, went to the judge, are you having this? Because I knew where I'm going with this. Straight away, my head's worked it out, sound. We'll have that. Because I've already put the video up. And trust me, it's more like a phone me mum or me nan, not me niece. We'll just say it like that. And I was dead pleasant before they answered, explaining, and when they answered. So they're going off a random call. So I went to the judge, you've got that wrote down. He went, yeah. Why is he saying this? I went, well, they're just slandering me, saying anything, and this is not even consistent. What? The little fucking all emotional barrister, because it's only one who's been all right. Outside, the rest are all little wimpy fucking emotional freaks. Reminds you of these MPs, go to little schools and put pigs' heads where they shouldn't and all that. Them type. Anyway. What do you mean? I said, well, if I've phoned up a company, because I've never been there, I will be with cameras from my channel regarding the company, but I've never been there. I spoke to any staff, so it must be a phone call. Yeah, agreed. Okay, then. How do I know? who answers a phone, 21, I'm pregnant. So you're just saying anything to defamate me character? What I've been saying, defamation. Well, we've all got a lot building. We're waiting for this to go wrong so we can do it all together. Remember that? I've been screaming defamation. You're just saying anything. You want me you're saying to get out of cases and fictitious because that's all you're allowed to say. Or there's a case. Well, then when it gets strong, I'm only doing it for money because I've had substantial payouts. Payouts you're not meant to speak about. So where you going now then? And that's when it was like, right, give a date. Judge panicked. So I'm turning up for the strikeout, and there's yours. Although we're not allowed to write letters, we can't employ people like him, and he's got to prove whistleblowing duties. Well, one, I've had a whistleblowing case, regardless of how it happened and how they paid shushy money, like the rest. I'm certainly taking cases for a reason. And they don't get to a trial and through strikeouts and through everything if there's no case, regardless of the outcome of the case and the shushy money how they pay you. The fact is, if there's a case, they get a trial. Everyone knows that. So there is substance. So there's enough to say, well, I'll do whistleblowing trials on the back of these saying I'm this, that and the other. I also got channels on it of their wrongdoing, bad practice, don't pay the right money, 10-year trainee schemes. So that is whistleblowing. That's all in the public interest. If they've got laws and policies to abide by and work acts and don't, like this work regulations 1999, blacklisting, blatantly saying we will not employ him, how are we getting around that? So yeah, needs whistleblowing, like the unions, fucking false advertisements, taking money. That little one's there, like that. Dad's on his video again. I'll do his head in. Nah, morning time. So there you go, people. That's the blacklist. Get ready. Because if this judge, like they do, try and throw it out, I'm like, what it is, normally I appeal and then negotiations kick in. It's lower for them, for me, sorry, better for them, all that malarkey. But this, as we've gone on, I've started saying, well, I'm not doing appeals. So they know now, if they throw it out, I'm not going to negotiate anything. I'm just going to be going, these are corrupt. They're breaking laws, blatantly there for us, blatantly. I've told them the laws, what it's, to be adhered to. I've not made it up. And they are writing letters. Now, I know it's wrong, because through all my court cases, all the top barristers for Altrads, Bill Fingers, they've had to bring in the top to go, how do we deal with this? And by the way, it was nothing short of a system where I clicked, throw it out of here, pay you like that. Shushy. Okay then, but I can still speak about the case because the case is what it is. You're not paying me in there, have you? So if it's lost or whatever, we'll speak about it. If you should let it lost through fucking being that stupid, we'll speak about it. Because that's shushy money for nothing, it's not for that. That's just, cheaper to pay you and say you've done nothing wrong. Okay, gives more of that if you want. Fucking thick they are. Anyway, that's where we're at. This judge is going to have to really digging deep. And then we go all out, and that's why unions, you know this is happening. I'm a live case, you're not a member. I'll be a member. Well, we can't find your paperwork. Oh, yeah, like the last year and a half. That's why all these highlighting, whistleblowing. I mean, the list goes on. So I know really I've started January, the videos, done a little bit of phoning. I'll be phoning our governing body back. I can do that before court. I'll do that next week, because court's the week after. I'll also, unions, I'm going to wait till after this court date, get the decision, what we know it's going to be, and we can go and scream to the rooftops. And if it's not corruption, if the decision goes what I think, try and throw it out, open our appeal to pay me fucking shushy, what I won't be doing. I'm going to be highlighting the system. And that's when things might change, a bit, police might be at the door. False arrest, you can't, hate crime, what for? Telling the truth, whistleblowing, what's also legal, public interest, yeah, of course it is. Of course, everything I'm saying is in the interest. Never mind what I'm going to be digging deep in, what I already know, and I'll back for now. We've got managers lying, we've got shop stewards just blatantly lying, we've got companies defamating, lying. We'll call the club out of the fucking employment after this case, because I'll tell you now, the whistleblowing in Scotland was horrendous on their behalf, where they shouldn't have even tried to defend it. So it took 6 weeks to manufacture the letter to say, sorry, you can't prove they're still doing this data breach. What you proved, and what they asked for a redacted version of your rent agreement because they asked for too much info and don't put it secure. But then they turned up, well, we've got a brand new secure system. Well, why did you even take rent agreements? Don't need to. Have a fucking data sheet then. Tell them to bring it in, look at it and sign the data sheet that you both agreed that you've seen it. don't fucking take a copy at all. No. So they fucked up big time, changed all policies. Why? Because they're wrong, and that's that. Still doing wrong, but I lost my case on nothing to do with I've got to prove it. I got sacked on a video with a BNICO when they started me, proved that it was wrong. They had to redact it through Information Commissioner's Office. That's all it was. They sat me on the video explaining that. I proved it was all that. And in whistleblowing, you only have to believe it to be true. Never mind, prove it to be true. And then the 4 day was a crumble. That's a shorten it. Third day flapped. I just went along with it. Okay. Said, I don't really know what you mean. Let's do it, because it still is what it is. The video what I got sacked on, weren't only believed to be true, was true. And even like when you get to your deliberation, you get like these points of where we both agree, disagree. Anyway, we come in before, like we got retired and had to wait 6 weeks. What should have found out that day and got rewarded if I won. Fucking hell, that's how bad this is. And they cut the trial in half. But yeah, when I went in, I don't know where I was going then, lost plus. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there because I'm going off to what the video's about. February, let's get going, people. That's why you need to get your life back together, highlight what it is. We know there's issues. All we got to do then is come together. How? Don't know. I think, first thing, show solidarity. Everyone, man, jack, woman, bang unions. First, even 1 month, that'll wake them up. Trust me, it's the strongest thing you can do at the minute in this country, like that. Or we all sit in together. Now, that won't happen. I would. Probably a few million would, but nowhere near enough. So to make change, you've got to start where you can make